So this video is a little bit different, I guess, from the content that I usually post. In this video, I just wanted to tell you guys about the lessons I've learned from someone I paid to give me lessons, essentially. Charlie Morgan is who we're talking about. It's you can copy and paste the system, but if you are someone who doesn't know what principles guide all of these things and you don't have the foundation set properly, you're gonna fuck it up, right? It's gonna work for 2 months and then it's gonna stop working because entropy will kick in, and then you'd have to figure out something new again. And you won't be able to do that if you don't have the correct principles, right? So, Charlie Morgan, I'm going to share with you the main 5 things that I learned from him. I paid him a bunch of money, okay? So you can learn those things without paying him, essentially. The first thing I learned was long-term thinking is always going to win, always, right? Because when you think long-term, you are not going to give into any instant dopamine things. They're I can just make this quick money here, make this quick money there. You're not going to think like that, because it's when you think long-term, you think about, okay, what would my life look like 10 years from now? And if you can actually think that way, your life will change. Because when you think that way, you delay your gratification, and when that happens, usually you put in a lot of work now, and you just keep putting that. When you just keep doing something consistently, it just compounds, okay, and it just goes exponential. So that's why most of these people that we look up to, Warren Buffett, Sam Ovens, and all of that kind of people, their trajectory is very exponential, right? They're not okay, I made this quick money here, it didn't make anything, quick money here, quick money. It doesn't, okay? It just goes exponentially. It's just consistently growing, okay? And that's what we want to be looking for, okay? So that's the first one, long-term thinking. This is a really, really big one. Because when I was starting out, I just wanted to make money, right? I'm not gonna lie. I was cold calling and I was okay, shit, I just needed cash, right? I was in survival mode, right? I just had a complete different mindset. And don't get me wrong, if you're in the survival zone, you need money now, right? You can't just be oh, I'm just gonna think for 10 years down the line. You cannot do that. You cannot do that, right? I can say that firsthand because I've been there, right? But you just gotta have that thing in the back of your mind, sort of. And I'm gonna get into this point in the next one, but you gotta be able to have 2 things that are completely opposite, and you gotta be able to manage the dichotomy between them, sort of thing. Okay, so you gotta be okay, I need to make money now, but I need to think about the long term as well. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's the first thing, long-term thinking. If you take away anything from this video, please make it that, okay? Second one. This one is a little bit complicated to explain, okay? So this is the point that I was referring to earlier, where you have 2 different points that are antithesis to each other, opposites, and you just believe in both of them. Does that make sense? So you can be lazy and you can be very hardworking. But there's a time for both, right? You can be extremely hardworking, extremely consistent, but you can also be lazy. Because if you burn out, you have to be lazy, right? So it's just managing both of them. So that's something I learned from him, because some might say that it's hypocritical. I would just say it's not. The people that say it's hypocritical are just jammed, in my opinion, right? Because if you feel your way of doing is the correct way, and if someone else is doing it's the wrong way, then you're jammed. Because you cannot do what they're doing because you just feel your way is the perfect way. And if there's a situation in your life where you get a result that you want by doing what they're doing, you just wouldn't do that because you just don't think that way, right? So that's something I learned from him. This is very, very, very important, okay? So just to get a bit deeper in this, it's you believe something and there's an opposite belief. Let's say you believe that sales is really, really hard, okay? And there's an opposite belief that someone like me would believe sales is very easy, closing clients is amazing, it's like a joke in the park, right? So when you come across someone like this, you're oh, no, sales is really hard. I've been trying to sell, I did 100 sales calls and I didn't close any. I lost money, and blah, 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 right? And this guy would be oh, no, sales is fucking easy. I just closed 3 deals today, right? And when these 2 people meet, they clash, right? But you just have to be you just have to have both of these points in your head, and you just gotta go in between them, sort of thing. Does that make sense? I'm doing my best to explain it here, okay? If this person who feels sales is hard, and if he wants to become a millionaire, now he needs to believe that sales is easy. And he wouldn't do that because he just doesn't believe that way. Does that make sense? Right? So he needs to change his beliefs and be okay, cool, I don't need to be jammed in here. I can change my beliefs. I can see what this guy is doing. I can see his perspective, and I can think for myself if it's good or if it's bad. If it's good, I will adopt that, and then I'll get the result, right? You just gotta have 2 different beliefs in your head, and you just gotta go between them. If people call you hypocrite, fuck them, right? Fuck them. No, I'm serious, man. You are probably a man or a woman who has a goal in their life and you want to get to that goal, right? If someone else is telling you, okay, you're a hypocrite, you shouldn't have done that because 2 years ago you said sales is shit and now you're selling people. Yeah, I am. None of your fucking business, right? Because like they're not paying your bills, man, right? Third principle. This is something that took me a lot of time to learn, but I've learned it. And this principle was like a little bit hard for me to like extrapolate. And the principle revolves around just do one thing. Just focus on one thing. Okay. And for me, it was hard in multiple domains because like I had an agency, and this is like we're talking 6 months ago, right? I have an agency. I did. And I was like, okay, I have this done for you, appointment setting thing. What if I have another offer where I coach people on how to sell, and I could just make more money because like I'm giving them appointments and I'm going to teach them how to sell, right? And then he was like, "What's your goal?" I was like, "I want to get to 100K per month, right?" And that was my goal at the time, right? And he was like, "You can definitely do that with a done for you agency." And I was like, "Okay, but if I can just do this, I just wouldn't have that much complexity, and I would just like be able to upsell people and make more money that way." And he's like, "No," right? But then I just realized, okay, it would come with its own operational complexity. I would have 2 products, 2 different operational drags, and all of that kind of stuff. It just took time for me to understand this, but it's like focus on one thing because like I've seen people scale to 1 million, 2 million per month just with one product. Okay, so it's possible, right? And that this is just like a note to myself, right? So just focus on one thing, okay? If in life as well, like I used to be like 3 to 4 years ago, I used to be like, okay, I'm gonna have a relationship and then I'm gonna focus on my health and then I'm gonna make money as well. Doesn't fucking work. Doesn't work. Do them one by one, man. Like fix your money first, and then your health, and then your relationships. Because like you're probably young. When you focus on one thing, all of your energy and your resources are put towards that one thing, and you get there faster, and you get to the and you get to your goal faster, right? Because I think I heard Sam Owens say this. He said, "Do one thing at a time, because if you do 2 to 3 things at a time, you'll suck at all of them," right? Because I tried this. I tried this. I had a relationship. I tried to get in a relationship. I tried to make money, and then I tried to do my health thing as well. Didn't work. I sucked at all of them. Like none of them worked. So like learn from my mistakes. Do one of them at a time. Okay. So just to reiterate, first one, long-term thinking. Second one, binary thinking, where you can hold 2 contradictory beliefs in your head and you're good to go. Third one, we just discussed, focus, focus, focus. Okay. Fourth one is inversion. Okay. When you have a problem, always inward. So what that means is like, okay, let's say you want to make money. Okay. So let's say you wake up one day and you're like, okay, cool. I need to make my agency work. I need to make 50K a month. Okay. And you're like, okay, cool. How do I fucking do that? Right? Because like there are a lot of things you can do, right? If you ask the complete opposite question, like invert it completely, and you're like, okay, cool. How do I make my agency that's making 20K per month? How do I make this agency fail and not grow at all? Okay, I definitely need to like not outreach at all. I definitely need to kill my email and DM systems completely, so that way I get no clients. I definitely need to stop taking sales calls, because if I take sales calls, I will be growing, right? I definitely need to like not service my clients properly, because if I service them properly, they will refer people and I will grow. So I just definitely shouldn't service them properly. And then maybe I should not like hire people as well, because like if I hire, obviously like if I hire people, the agency will grow. And fourthly, I should not be a good leader with my team, because if I'm a good leader, they might get happy and stick with me for longer, which would make the agency grow, right? So you can already tell, if I sat on this for longer, I would have hundreds of reasons, right? But if you have these 5 reasons, let's say you have these 5, now you just don't do these, okay? You do the opposite of these. So with the outbound thing, you just like, okay, cool, we need to grow, I need to put outbound in, okay? I need to like get more appointments. Okay, cool, sales calls, I need to start taking sales calls, more money. Okay, cool, I need to hire people so that way the agency grows. Okay, cool, I need to service my clients properly, and then I need to like be a good leader, right? So it's pretty simple. It's just like fixes problems very easily, okay? I know it's like a little bit harder to extrapolate for some people, but I'm trying my best, okay? So if you didn't get that, you can just rewatch the part, but like it's really important. You just invert the problem and you try to figure out how to not fail, essentially, okay? And you just don't do those things. It's like a quote from Charlie Munger. He said that if I didn't want to die, what I would do is I would find out where I'm gonna die, and I would just never go there. And don't paraphrase me here, but I'm just like telling you essentially what he said, not word by word, but that's essentially what he said. Because like inversion, just to come back, inversion is like Very simple, because like it will help you in everything. Like if you want to be more rational, and if you invert that, you just think like, okay, how do I not be irrational, right? How do I not be irrational? Every situation you're in, okay, I want to be rational in this situation. Okay, how do I not be irrational in this situation? Okay, I definitely don't need to get emotional. Yeah, so I won't do that. Okay, cool. Cool. I definitely don't need to be biased to anyone. Okay, cool. I just won't do that. I definitely don't need to like disagree with people just because I have a certain belief. Okay, cool. I definitely don't need to like be jammed on a certain opinion. So yeah, that's pretty helpful, right? Fifth thing. The fifth thing is a very simple one. Very simple one. And this would help you guys a lot with the outbound that you're doing. So when I was on a call with him, when I was speaking to him, we're discussing about my outbound campaigns, right? We were booking 2 appointments a day, and we needed to scale, right? And we needed to scale to like 10, right? And I was like, we have like a 1% conversion rate on cold traffic, so maybe we should like try changing the copy and like put it to 2%, so that way like we book more appointments. And then he was like, no man, no, you have something that's converting 1% of people to book an appointment with you. Cool. So now if you're sending 100 cold emails and you're converting one of them to an appointment, and you're sending 200, so you're booking 2 a day, all we need to do is figure out how we're going to send 500, 600 emails a day, so that way we can book 5 to 6 appointments a day. That's it. It's way easier than finding out what's not good about the copy or how to improve the copy. Don't fuck with it. Just fucking put volume. Okay, and it was so fucking simple. I was like, oh, it was just like paradigm shift. It was just like the aha moment that I did. It's just like a paradigm shift moment. Like it was like, okay, cool. I just need to improve my copy. No, you need to do this. Volume, right? Because like this is another thing that I learned, that leads are abundant. A lot. There are a lot of people in your niche, like a lot. You can't even count. Like I had a client who was in the gym niche, and he was like, "Oh, I just like I've capped my market." And I was like, "Capped my market? Well, how many emails did you send?" "Oh, I got a list from Apollo of gyms specifically, and I got like 15,000 gyms in the USA, and I just sent the emails to all of them, and like I don't know, like that's my market, and I've capped it." And we just did a quick little Google search, and we found out the United States has 600,000 gyms, and it's growing. Okay, so you definitely did not cap your market. Okay, because like if you want to have an agency that makes 50K to 100K per month, and if you charge, let's say you charge 1K per month, pretty normal, right? If you charge 1K per month, and if you want to make 50K per month or 100K, you only need 50 clients paying you $1,000, right? And there are 600,000 gyms in the United States. 600,000. Okay, so there are a lot of gyms, and it's growing. Okay, so that's that. So that was like really important shift that I had as well. That it's abundant. Nothing is scarce. You're good. Everything is like there are 7-8 billion people on this fucking planet. Okay, so don't worry about it. By the way, if you want to learn how to book more appointments for your agency business specifically, there's a link in the description. Full transparency, it will take you to a sales funnel. You don't have to click it. You can just watch these videos, get value as you usually do. But yeah, that's the video. If you liked it, I really appreciate if you like the video and subscribe. Bye.